Happy Tuesday and welcome to another segment of Power Talks with Russ. Hey, so I wanted to briefly talk to you guys in relation to something that's very important as relates to business, and that is the spirit of fear or fear itself. Fear has the ability to cause you to not move forward because you could be afraid of failure, but you can also be afraid of succeeding. No, it might sound very crazy, but fear sometimes will grip us into absolutely doing nothing. So we've been talking about having a vision, which is the catalyst to our success. We've been talking about purpose and destiny. But today I want to talk to those of you that have these great ideas, they have these great witty inventions and ideas and these strategies and all of these things that we have produced over the years, but we have a roadblock and an obstacle called fear. What is fear? What does fear do? How do you know when you might be under the influence of fear? Fear will cause you to second guess everything that you know you're supposed to do. Fear will cause you to second guess everything that God has even told you to do. Fear is a roadblock to your success. What are some signs of fear? How do you know if you are a person that is operating under a spirit of fear? Fear causes you to think that you're not good enough. Fear causes you to think that you have an idea that everybody has and it won't be successful. Fear will make you think that it doesn't take all that. Fear will make you think that you need to be comfortable just working a 9-to-5 job and having the limited income that you have. Fear will tell you that you have too much responsibilities, that there's no way possible for you to do anything else with your time. Fear will also tell you that if you implement something else, you're going to fail like you've always failed in the other areas of your life. Fear will cause you to be stagnant, which causes frustration, which can lead to depression. So fear can also be a doorway to other things that hinder your momentum and your forward progress. So let's talk about fear. What are some ways that fear has showed up in your life? To many of you that have had dreams and visions and you've written the vision out, you've made it plain. What about that family member that tells you, well, so-and-so, they were never successful when they tried to do this and that. Or you might have had a relative that might have never been successful. They try to go around that same path that you're trying to go down and they failed. Guess what? You'll never be a success if you don't try. Try something. Do something. Implement something. Now I want to talk to those of you that are afraid of being successful. Why? You don't want the spotlight. You don't want the exposure. You don't want the extra responsibilities or the weight that comes with success. But think about it this way. Maybe you are hindering your future. Maybe you're hindering the future of others because you're afraid to step out on the boat and to defy all odds and conquer. You can do it. You can be that entrepreneur that you're called to be. You can be that businessman, that businesswoman. You can be that business owner. You can be that banker. You can be that real estate broker. You can be that doctor. You can be that lawyer. Whatever it is that you want to implement and you feel like you can't move forward, check your fear meter. Is fear overtaking your life? Is fear causing you to think that you'll always be an employee for somebody else? Or is fear saying you can't take that trip or you can't go on that vacation because you might be afraid to get on a plane, or might be afraid to do this, or afraid to for what the unknown is? I remember the time that I was afraid. I was afraid to do anything, take any type of risk. I was afraid of what people would think about me, or afraid how this would look if I did this. But I realized that I was locking in my purpose and my destiny by allowing the spirit of fear to rule me. Guess what? It has no hold over you. It has no place with you. Especially, if you're a believer, or you believe in God, or you have a relationship with Christ. So think about this as we end this moment of time that we've had to talk. I want to empower you today. So for those of you that have been afraid of success, you've been afraid of failing, or you've been afraid to succeed, now is your time. Now is your moment. Get back up. Don't throw back in that towel. Get up and fight the good fight. You can do it. I'm here as always if you need me.